Revenge is a dish that's best served cold. Have you ever thought about the factor that is motivating you to live with enthusiasm? Well, different individuals have different take on this matter. For some, it would be their goals, some it would be their dreams, reinforcements, etc. Oh, let's start with the word reinforcement. Yes. Reinforcement can be of two types, positive as well as negative. And the most amazing factor is that negative reinforcement sometimes could be more impactful than the positive ones. Because when you are insulted or given an extremely shameful attitude from the other side, you might end up in utmost agony. But there are some people who take it as a challenge to show the world what they really are capable of and what they can really do. And here through this video, I'm just trying to inspire you about the power of negative reinforcement, which has turned out to be the most beautiful sweet revenge stories. Let's go ahead and check them out. But before I go ahead and tell you more about 5 sweet revenge stories with some swag attached to it, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, and comment your opinions below. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it. Also, let us know what topics you would want us to cover in the future. Chalo, promotion khatam, kaam shuru. Alright, story number 1. The Rolls Royce versus Maharaja Jai Singh. This can be called swag story of kings. Yes. His Highness Maharaja Jai Singh from Rajasthan once went for a holiday in London. He went to simply check out the Rolls Royce showroom like a normal person and was just asking about the cars. But as he was brown and not rich looking, the salesman insulted him and said, "Hey, chal ja." No, he didn't say that. वैसे rich looking लोग दिखते कैसे? मेरे को ये नहीं समझ में आया. He went back to the hotel and asked the staff to call the showroom and tell them that the king from India is going to visit their showroom. The hotel did, and the showroom decorated it with a red carpet to welcome him. He went there in the king's attire and ordered about 7 Rolls Royce, paid cash, and told them to deliver it to India. When the cars came to India, the king ordered to use those cars to collect garbage. Yes, this led to crashing of Rolls Royce's revenue in the market and their sales went down. Finally, Rolls Royce sent a telegram to Raja. Yeah, they sent me a telegram and said, "Yo, Raja, man." No, not me. Okay, let me talk about reality. They sent a telegram to Maharaja Jai Singh. They said, "No, Raja, can you please make sure they're not picking kachra?" And they even offered about 6 Rolls Royce free of cost. Raja accepted their apology, ordered thereby to stop using the cars for collecting garbage. कचरा नहीं उठाने का कल से वैसा, ठीक है? ऐसा नॉर्मल लेके जाओ. रोल्स रॉयस नहीं चाहिए कचरा उठाने का. ले गया. ए कचरा चल, कचरा छू के दौड़. 2 दौड़ चाहिए, 2 दौड़. वे लगान वाला कचरे का बात नहीं चल रही है, कचरे वाला कचरे का बात चल रहा है. क्या कचरा कर रहे हैं? चलना अभी दूसरे पॉइंट पे आना. Alright, sorry, back to the video. Point number 2. UV's 6 sixes roar. How can we forget about this indelible performance against England? Yes. But do you guys know about the revenge story behind this? No, right? Most probably you don't. So let me tell you about it. Well, to be precise, 14 days before the performance, India had another ODI match with England. But that day, Yuvraj Singh in that over as a bowler bowled against England's batsman Mascarenas and he scored 5 sixes in that over and only the last ball was left with no run given. This made UV and his team very embarrassed. But wait! Picture abhi baki hai mere dost. On September 19, 2007, history was written, baby! On September 19, 2007, the unforgettable day for any Indian team fan. I was watching it live, so I can tell you that. In the 19th over, T20 match with England, Stewart brought to UV. Yuvraj went ahead and gave his answer back in the form of 6 sixes. तुमने 5 दिया, ये ले 6 interest के साथ. Those 6 sixes were aimed at the hearts of all the England team fans. Alright, this third one is my favorite. Third, the Tata Jaguar Land Rover story. This is a fascinating story, right? Ratan Tata is one of the most famous and the most respected businessmen in India. He's very popular and we all know him as this calm, composed dude. And once Tata Motors wasn't doing that well in the passenger vehicles market, they decided to have a tie-up with Ford and went to America for a business meeting. But the chairman of Ford, Mr. Bill Ford, advised him that, "Why have you entered in the wrong business? We don't know how to do it. Kai ko hai idhar kaam dhanda karne ke liye, chal." And they also told Tata that, fine, I'll buy your company. Tata refused. He came back to India. But later, the sweet karma turned back to Ford and they were bankrupt in 2008. Then Tata went and gave them an offer to buy Jaguar Land Rover. Do you see the swag over here? It's just as amazing as Surya's performance in his latest movie, Sururai Portrait. Alright, story number 4. The Shaheed Udham Singh's love for his motherland. It's debatable. Is this story the best fit for the sweet revenge category? But yes, the patriot inside me is saying, Raja, how can you forget or skip Shaheed Udham Singh's story? Well, we all know about the ruthless Jallianwala Bagh tragedy of 1919. It was headed by General Dyer, and this time, the hero of the story was a teenager. Yes, though the official records show only 200 people were killed, but actual figure is estimated around 2,000. The teenager then, Udham Singh, had an extreme anger against General Dyer. He waited at least 20 years. He waited about 20 years for a chance. He went to London. At Carlton Hall in London, he shot General Dyer to death. But his heroism doesn't end there. He said to the officials that he had planned to kill Dyer, and that's why he came to London. He was hanged to death in 1940. His famous smiling photograph when he was caught shows the satisfaction of a proud patriot. Later, he was given the name Shaheed-e-Azam Sardar Udham Singh. Alright, story number 5. The Because Revenge of ANNADURAI. Yes, this is the most hilarious yet powerful sweet revenge story that I've come across till now. Mr. ANNADURAI is one of the most famous politicians from Tamil Nadu, and once he was called to the reputed Yale University. He went to attend the event in a South Indian attire. One of the people from there judged him based on his dressing and made belief that this man is not up to the standard of Yale and thought that he wasn't proficient in English. And for making fun of him, he asked him to frame a meaningful sentence with the word because repeated 3 times. And without waiting even a second, he said, no sentence ends with because is a conjunction. And he was applauded by everyone in the room. Think about it. If this would have been a recent incident, then definitely it would have been a viral one, right? With like a thug live music around it. You know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean. I know you know that. Conclusion. My Perspectacles. Now to conclude, I just have to tell you that the greatest revenge is to do what others say you cannot do. And revenge is a dish that's best served cold. Revenge is sweet, and there is no other way to describe it. It's awesome sometimes. My name is Raja Mukherjee. I'll see you next week. Keep hustling.